Hello, Internet fans, and welcome to another episode of the Buddies Forever VCast with your hosts, Rottin Roger DeMarco and
Evildeadinks, and there's roadkill all over Texas.
yes, there is. We are heading to the back roads of Texas this week. We figured we would do a commentary for the often slept on Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3.
Not in this house.
No,
It's our top chainsaw.
this happens to be Evil and my personal favorite in the franchise. We get a lot of flack for that, surprisingly. You know, people refuse to accept that we like this one the most.
It's not supposed to be a fun series. Not supposed to be popcorn, but as Rottin Roger states, that's our bread and butter. As popcorn as fuck, that's us.
Yeah, popcorn as fuck. So the editions that both Evil and I have, we do not have it on Blu-ray. We are both rocking this edition.
Yeah.
Bam.
And yeah, we both got signatures on that beast, because who's not going to get Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw 3, with signatures on it when you get the chance?
Right. So what we have done is we have selected the unrated version, and that is the version that we will be watching for this commentary. So if you have this version, go ahead and pop it in and get to the menu where it says unrated or rated version, and then I will have Evil do the Lethal Weapon rules, and we will get underway with this cinematic masterpiece.
I don't think there's any other versions that you can pick up that doesn't have the R-rated and unrated versions on it.
There is
just this on the Blu-ray.
Yeah, there's a Blu-ray, but I don't know if the Blu-ray has both versions, or if the Blu-ray is just the R-rated cut, because it's one of those Warner Brothers Archive Blu-rays. So I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Still got to pick that up, because I gotta, if you got the chance to have Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 on Blu-ray, you better jump at the chance.
When asked if you're a god, you say yes.
You say yes. All right, so Mr. Evil, you want to count us in?
All right.
Or fill them in on the rules one more time, and then we will.
Some have the Lethal Weapon rules wrong. They count down. But no, in Lethal Weapon 2, when they're going to pull Murtaugh off the exploding toilet, it's a count to 3 up. And it's even discussed, like, do we go on 3 or like 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3? So it is 1, 2, 3. We both grasp hands. We jump into the bathtub. That toilet's going to blow up and land on a police car out in the driveway.
So on 3.
On 3. Controllers are in hand. We're going to direct this right over the box so it will not be confused. It will hit. All right. 1, 2, 3.
All right, load there, Mr. Player. You might be ahead of me. I got a black screen.
Mine took a delay as well. I just had
All
now
right.
New Line Cinema logo popping up.
Oh, you're a hair, a couple of seconds ahead of me. I got New Line right now. That's why I'm getting the pretty blue sheen on my face.
All right, I just paused like twice for like 2-3 seconds, so maybe we'll wait.
Okay, New Line is still on the screen. New Line is off. Black screen.
All right, now it should be. The second New Line Cinema is up.
The second New Line right now. Yep, we're good.
Just in case you forgot, this is a New Line Cinema production.
Yes. 40 seconds of logos.
Just one.
So, for the people out there who haven't seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, whether you've avoided it because you're, a hardcore fan of the original, or whatever it may be. Maybe you just haven't gotten to the original films, and maybe you're a fan of the newer, the Platinum Dunes stuff. This is definitely worth your time. Like, I don't know. I don't know what else to say other than this.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Every other one in the series, I mean, except for 2, every other one in the series is really can be taken really, like, it's really grungy, dirty, serious to a degree,
Right.
and very like in your face, and yeah, you're not supposed to have a the reaction. For the most part is not to be having a good time watching it.
Yeah. Yeah. But this one takes that the Texas Chainsaw Massacre mold and then turns it into almost that home video, splatter fun.
Yeah,
It,
well,
re- it
this came out right at the time where the slasher movies were at its peak and starting its steady decline. So this is out same time as like Halloween 4, Nightmare 5.
Are you
Uh,
sure? I believe this is in '90s.
I think it's 1990. If it's 90 or 91,
Yeah, this has got to be yeah, very early '90s.
yeah. So
I guess you're right about that. Then Nightmare 5 and yeah,
Nightmare
so
5, Nightmare 6. So yeah, so right at like the where those all slasher horror movies were essentially kind of in the same ballpark of just they were a lot of fun, cheese,
yeah,
and not a departure from where they were, but
yeah,
still excellent. This is, I
yeah,
think, it has a great balance of being uh, heavy in some spots. Like it has like those cringy moments that's just as good as the first one, but it's a lot more fun. It's a
yeah,
whole mess of fun.
yeah. You get a lot of good stuff in this movie. You get Billy Butler, you get Viggo Mortensen, you've got Tom Everett.
Motherfucking Everett.
Yeah, yeah, just stealing the show every time he's on camera. Um, and yeah, it does have it's got that sweaty Texas like nasty dirty feel, but also has that popcorn vibe, complete popcorn vibe. I mean,
It's got rock,
he's always
man. Not like known rock music, but it has rock music in it. No
yeah,
other no other movie in the series has that. And it's written by one of the Splatterpunk guys.
yeah, and so like obviously Leatherface has always had like he's the granddaddy of the custom weapon. It's in the title of the film, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But this movie takes it a step further and gives him a custom chainsaw. So it's like it's even more in your face, like custom weapon, badass killer.
It's
He's
merchandising.
yeah, fucking spaceballs in it. But I mean, and they cast a former professional wrestler
Yes.
to take the bumps, to be intimidating. I mean, they're no strangers to that. So,
R.A. Always mess up and get worried on his last name. Hayloft.
Mahaloff, yeah.
Awesome guy. Yeah, when I went to meet him, I was totally for talking about this movie, and then you mentioned his pro wrestling background, and I just talked to him about that the entire time he was there, and uh, I don't know if he just liked my wrestling knowledge and conversation with him, but I did get a free autograph later in that weekend of his pro wrestling uh, pictures, just to be like, I don't know, it's amusing to be talking about that as opposed to everything in horror that he does, because I'm sure that the entire weekend is talking about this and Hatchet 2.
Oh yeah, of course, of course.
Like, oh, the pro wrestling guy's coming back. Sweet.
Yep. So, I mean, all of these movies sort of start the same. It's always people traveling across Texas, trying to get to a certain destination, and then
Somebody not from Texas trying to get through Texas to get out of Texas.
yeah, and the Texans don't like people who ain't from Texas crossing through Texas, and they gonna turn them into barbecue. Um, but I
Which,
really like Kate Hodge in this movie. She has that like final girl tough, you know.
yeah, she's got some essence of Heather Langenkamp in there.
Yeah, she really does. Um, and then Billy Butler as the boyfriend or ex boyfriend. Yep, old Stretch. Nice little nod. And I missed that like the first 300 times of seeing this movie.
Yeah, because I mean, you're just you're just enjoying the movie at that point. You're not doing the fine detail looking that we do nowadays.
Yeah. And for some reason, I always felt like one of these guys, like this guy walking down, uh, was Franklin, or or the guy that's like I'm gonna throw up or whatever. I always thought that was Franklin, but I think he had passed away long before this was made.
I would have to look because I know it's in the like the DVD bonus features on my 2-disc edition of the first one where it talks about who's still, around at the time. I know he had passed away then.
And that's another great thing about this movie is it's K&B effects. So, and everybody knows who K&B effects is because of stuff like Walking Dead if they're a newer horror fan. But K&B, really
they
ran. Shit. Yeah, they ran everything. They started with Evil Dead 2 maybe when they decided they were going to be a crew, or maybe it was it was somewhere around after Day of the Dead when they all officially got together and formed their own.
I know they were working all on Evil Dead 2, and then like not long after that, they're like, we keep getting all hired to work together. I was like, why don't we just form a group, our own
super group? Yeah, super group.
Super group. Greg Nicotero, Howard Berger, and Robert Kurtzman.
Mm-hmm. All amazing effects guys who Kurtzman is no longer with K&B, but he does his own stuff, and he is still amazing, still doing fantastic stuff, and his son directs and does effects and stuff like that as well. And they did that Funhouse Massacre movie that I showed you a while back. I just love K&B, man, and they really like whenever you see their initials in a movie, like
I'm in fans.
Yeah, like you're not gonna be disappointed with the effects, the overall effects.
So it took a long time for paying attention to realize that they are in the process of breaking up.
Yeah, so like
it's a weird thing to do is like, all right, we're officially going to end our relationship, and then we're going to do this cross-country road trip.
Yeah, that's super awkward. Like, doesn't, like, as a nice little way to say goodbye to each other, I guess. I don't know, but like...
For days on end.
Yeah, it's not like a, 2-hour trip to the airport or something. It's like you're traveling across states.
Yeah. I'm with the cop here. Something wrong with the airlines?
Yep. I'm taking this car. It totally ends up like the car from fucking either Tommy Boy or like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
I was thinking like it'd be funny if they got to the end of the movie and they deliver the car and it's like a license to drive. Like it says beat this shit. And then it's like, that was going to be your car.
Hilarious. And the old last chance gas.
Yeah, last chance gas. Which, yeah, Tom Everett. I would love to see him in every Texas Chainsaw movie.
Yeah, no shit.
They're like, you'd have to replace the hitchhiker. I'd be like, done.
Yeah.
Even Chop Top, I'd be like, okay, I would do that too. It'd be a bit tougher, but I'd be like, okay.
I'm in the minority, man. I'm not really like a great big Chop Top fan. I mean, I like Texas Chainsaw too, but and see, this is where it's weird in the franchise for me because I know, like, there are die-hard Texas Chainsaw 1 fans, and then there are like the part 2 has that cult following. Everyone's like, 2 is so great, it's so zany and fun, but then you never hear anyone say anything about 3. Like, I think 3 is amazing, and I think 2 is almost too much. Like,
yeah,
it's a lot. And I love Caroline Williams, however you say that.
Dennis Hopper and his goofy, crazy insanity. I mean, we enjoy it when we watch it. It's just, I mean, probably in a year's time frame, I'll pull that off the shelf a small handful of times.
Yeah. But like Stretch, I mean, I like her, I like the character or whatever, but she really like doesn't have very many lines of dialogue. Most of it is screaming, and after a while, you're just like, okay, okay, shh, you know, it just drones. Um, I don't know, but this one, on the other hand, like you don't have a ton of screaming per se. I mean, you get the one scene where she's nailed to the chair or whatever, but and then you get like,
which is good.
mm-hmm. My favorite is when she runs out and she's like, "Oh yeah, come on," you know.
She's broke.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there he is.
There he is. Cutting up his porn mag so we can put him up in the women's bathroom. Just another Tuesday for this guy.
Yeah. This is my place. I do whatever the fuck I want here in my place.
And so simple. Like, he just has one contact lens in, and that's just enough. Yeah. That's just enough to make him...
In a dirty jacket. Like, that's it.
Well, he's a mechanic. They're always dirty.
Yeah, yeah. What if this place was the place where Michael Myers stole the fucking tow truck in Halloween 4? He killed Alfredo and took Alfredo's fucking coveralls.
He's too short, I feel, for any Michael Myers. He's a little guy.
Yeah.
It doesn't make him any less, you know, intimidating if you're dealing with that character. But...
Yeah, no shit. Like,
hey, go back there, mate.
Just a crazy, creepy old, like, well, he's not old, but, you know, like it's his place. You're in the middle of nowhere. Like, he could literally do anything he wanted. And you have to get away. Like,
yeah, and he's holding all the cards of you need gas to get out of here, and I control that.
Mm-hmm. 369, 369.
Just for you, 369. I wonder if anyone's ever gone through there and he's done that and they've just bought the picture and left.
Yeah.
Like, gave him a five and like, all right, here.
And then he didn't end up sending them down the wrong road to get slaughtered.
Yeah. Like, how often does he get gas there? Like,
I don't know, yeah.
Your truck comes by to load up his tanks.
Not very often. It's almost like the Hills Have Eyes gas station.
Like a tanker truck needs a tanker truck of gas just to get out there to load up his load up his tanks for gas.
What fucking movie is that where the airplane has to fly up under and give the other airplane gas? Con Air? Con Air.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. That's what it's like out here. Like a tanker truck following a tanker truck.
No, if he'll break down before he gets all the way out there to get that guy gas. And I wonder if Viggo Mortensen, how much he's open to, like, this movie. Like, you know, it's like I'm too good to hear about that from Texas Chainsaw 4 cast members.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they definitely. The TCM4.
Yeah.
You know,
I wonder what he's like now since... I don't think he really blew up. He didn't blow up until the Lord of the Rings series.
Yeah, he was doing little things here and there, but you know, and I mean, I could be wrong, but I think he seems like the type of guy who would embrace it. You know,
I would want to think that. Like, I'm thinking, like, if he ever was at a convention and you know his line would be endless for Lord of the Rings shit, and then you know two guys rolling up and being like, "So Texas Chainsaw 3."
Yeah, can we please talk about that? Because it's fucking rad.
Can you sign it? Bring out the big skillet.
Yep.
And I feel like she's getting sweet on Tex there too. She's like, "Yeah, we'll give you a ride."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she totally is, which is why fucking Billy Butler steps in and is like, "No, we can't give you a ride." You know,
that's why
I feel like
they're breaking up. She keeps wanting to give these hunky dudes rides.
Well, I feel like, Billy Butler is trying to use this road trip as like a, maybe we could maybe I could sweet talk her into us staying together type of deal, you know, something like that.
Maybe. I don't know. Him wearing headphones at the beginning of it.
Yeah, well, he's like, he's clearly mad at her, but then I feel like he's like, maybe.
He's not going to
You
get
know,
on her.
yeah, maybe if I play my cards right.
Yeah, like, yeah, I could. I like that poster on the back, on the wall there, too. Just beef and all these slabs of beef.
I thought the one was a poster of a split dog, but like fucking Return of the Living Dead 2.
Veterinarians use these. These are split dogs.
It's
I
so
don't know which would
weird.
be weirder to have in the bathroom, the women pictures, or to have the beef photos and medical posters up in there.
Yeah, just a nice happy medium of both.
That's what's weird to me. This thing is like someone has to come by and stock his shit up. Like people from Pepsi Cola have to come out there and load up his machines. He has to
Yeah.
order stuff for the store. While he's got these little lizards and shit hanging from nooses in the window.
Do you, like maybe he takes them down like one weekend a month, like when he knows
Oh, yeah.
someone.
He has like a Revenge of the Nerds cleaning montage, makes the place look real nice. And then
Yeah.
for 3 more weeks, it goes back to looking like this.
Yep. Don't you ever do that to me, you bitch.
Yeah, bring out my peephole. My 10 gas. Just put this camera up to it.
Yeah. Bunch of flashes going through the hole in the wall. Oh shit. Yeah, this movie does not get enough love, man. Seriously.
And just for him alone makes the movie gold.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely steals the show. He's around more than Leatherface is in the movie. It's sort of like in the fourth one.
Most of the movies, though, like the surrounding family tends to make up more of the movie than Leatherface does. Leatherface is just like the fucking wrecking ball you just bring in at the right time, while the rest of these guys are all setting up the plans and shit for the demolition.
Yeah, yeah, he's definitely the muscle behind all the behind all the brains and behind all the plotting and scheming.
I think that brand new one they tried to advance his character, because that's always, I think, been the problem, is he's just not that deep of a character. Like he's just like, I'm just trying to get food, man.
Yeah, just like motorized instinct or something, like motorized hunger, a big hungry hillbilly. You're talking about the new one where they escape the asylum.
Yeah,
It's just called Leatherface. Yeah.
Yeah, you think it's the one kid that's going to be Leatherface, ends up being the other kid at the
Yeah.
end of it.
Spoiler alert. not that many people saw that movie, man. I'm telling you. And it didn't get a lot of love. And
No,
it wasn't.
yeah, pretty direct to video released, and it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was not terrible. I mean, it wasn't like mind blowing, but
Like it didn't do anything that really, like, except for that semi twist of an ending to it. But
yeah,
I
yeah,
tried to give an origin, like another origin story, and try to expand his character a bit in that one.
yeah, and yeah, a lot of people didn't care for it or didn't even register on people's radar. Some people's radar, but it was okay. It's not a traditional Leatherface movie. Holy fuck, he dusted him.
Question: when they do that, because they establish he has rounds in it by blowing out their back window first. Do you think he had a blank in there for the second shot, or he just fired way off?
I think he just fired way off.
Yeah, they seem like the type they'd be like, just dodge him, man. Hit the ground. He'll be fine.
Yeah, that seems like an awful lot of trust. That's some fucking Billy Loomis and fucking Stu Mocker levels of trust.
Rib, okay? Yeah.
Yep. Get up, man.
Just like we talked about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole nother level of trust. Like, okay, so you want me to run in the gravel and trust that you're not gonna blow me in half.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm curious how he got into that truck. That garage looks super narrow for his big ass to get in that.
Maybe
that door.
Maybe the back window folds down or something.
He just stayed in it the entire time. Like,
Yeah.
you just waiting here, man. There's somebody coming around one gas, and I'm gonna let you loose.
It's Armageddon, you bitch. Man. And then this coming up, you pointed out to me, which I had never noticed before. And then the last time you were here, we watched it. There's a point coming up where they're fixing the tire, which
tense moment where they're fixing that tire, and she keeps moving the flashlight to look into the beyond to see if she can see what the noise is. And I heard on one of my reviews, people watching it, that the third time that she pans over, you can see him. And I never noticed it until, we were at your place. And I was like, I've heard this. Let's look. And that third time hit, and you can fucking see her scan it. He's right there.
Yeah, and then that's perfect because she bends down to fucking give him the light, and then, wham, he's right there. I mean, you can time it. Like, he is just in steady pursuit of them, and it's amazing.
Some Mad Max looking shit on this truck, and skin pelts all over it.
There's a guy on the internet that sells replica, like, little models of that truck with the skin pelt. That's
fucking awesome. I would love that. It's because we had that Part 3 Leatherface that we bought at Con this past year.
Yep.
And we're like, here's a Texas Chainsaw 3 figurine. Hell yeah, we're buying that.
Yeah, I keep debating whether or not I'm going to take him out of the packaging.
Now that dog, we were talking about Friday the 13th last time about if that dog was killed or not, thrown out the window. That's how you throw a fake dead dog out a window.
Yeah, you just fucking smash him with it.
That's Gordon right there. He had a long trip.
Just intercut the two movies together.
Yeah. He would be other than to him smashing into that.
They happen to have been just cruising by the vacation home.
Yeah. Like, what really did happen to Gordon? Billy Butler and them ran it over out in Texas. Now run this insanely customized pickup truck.
Yeah. Got it souped up or something.
He's got like a full-on spare tire. No, that's a donut. I think it was like a full-on tire. But it's like, I can't tell if that's a tire or a donut. That's a little car. So a donut looks like a regular-sized tire.
I know this movie so well, I didn't even have subtitles on. I just turned them on. Because I was like, I know every line of dialogue that's being said.
We don't need the subtitles on for this.
No. I probably watch this movie once a week. Which is maybe a little sad if I don't know.
No, it's not because it's a steady fun, good time. There's nothing wrong with having this movie on a lot because we got a lot of movies.
Yeah, we do.
Movies require like that's an after dark movie. That's an anytime movie. That's a fun movie. This is a darker movie, and then we should just make a row in both of them.
Pure.
Yeah, at least in my place because I don't have to alphabetize my movies. I've just one row, and it's like these are the popcorn as fuck movies. They're on all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because the good thing about this movie is there he is right there coming. But it's gory, but it's not like crazy like Reanimator style gore or anything like that. You know, it's not like dripping with ooze and.
It's just enough.
Yeah, it's not like overly sexual. There's not a lot of like. Actually, there's none really.
Yeah,
in this, there's no nudity. There's nothing like that. So this can be like a 9 a.m. movie. This can be.
I love that too, Billy. But I should have complimented Billy Butler on his skill of flying over the back of that car with a chainsaw.
You see that the chain was off right there too.
Yeah, he is fucking like Dukes of Hazzard over the back of that car.
Lots of practice, man. That was probably like the 60th take. He's just fucking scooting.
Boy, he never meant no harm. And I could believe that RA at this point could do that. Just pull a fucking back of a car completely off with his hands.
Yeah, no shit. He's fucking gigantic. For those of you who have met him in conventions, or maybe if you haven't, he is towering. I mean, because about how tall are you? 6'2"?
About that. So and we're about the same height, but he is thick. Like he's
Oh
got
my god.
big hands. Like they're frying pan hands. Like he could put a hole through you if he wanted to with those hands.
Yeah, he is big, man. He makes Kane. Yeah, good old Ken. He makes Kane look small in Hatchet 2.
Yeah. And Derek does too in 3. But Derek's
Yeah.
a guy too.
Yeah, Derek's like 6'7", 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah.
And Ken's actually pretty big too. He's got to be 6'4", 6'5".
Ken's a big dude, and yeah, I didn't get RA's signature on this. I didn't have it on me at the time. I did get Ken's signature on my DVD because, yeah, I love him, of course, in Dawn of the Dead. I thoroughly recently discovered I love him in From Beyond.
Fuck yeah, you do.
But my essential Ken 4A movie is this. I always think of this first because I love his character in this.
You don't think of Death Spa?
I don't think of Death Spa, even though we had him sign that Blu-ray as well. We took him to get that signed. He goes, "Oh, you're the ones that bought this movie."
Yep. Oh man, Death Spa is ridiculous.
I would talk to him about From Beyond, though, where he's just running around. And fucking,
the red underwear.
Yeah, fucking red Speedo, essentially.
Yeah, for like a decent amount of runtime, too. It's not like a quick scene.
And we're like, how did I not see this before I got to meet him recently? It's like, good Lord.
Maybe he'll come back and then we can talk to him about his Speedo habit. Because I think he wears like a Speedo or something in Death Spa. Or maybe he just wears really short shorts. It's been a while since I've seen Death Spa.
Short shorts. But now I just can't see him not wearing that like here is Benny. Like he's got a camo.
Oh, Speedo.
Camo Speedo on underneath all his tactical gear, so he can still feel a little sexy, even though he's out in the wilderness.
Only on the weekends.
Only on the weekends. Which I wonder where his group meets up. Like, I wonder where everyone else in his militia is.
Right.
And he's the nicest militia guy I've ever seen.
I've never seen any in real life, but yeah, when it comes to movies, you always expect them to be.
When it comes to cinema, militia guys are never smart or nice guys, and he is both.
Yeah, he kind of kicks ass in this movie. He's the hero that this movie needs and deserves.
Yeah. Especially later, just like Arnold yelling with an AK-47 is
shooting the fuck out of that farmhouse.
Yeah. Motherfuckers.
And this is where the movie really starts to pick up and get crazy.
Yeah, right as he gives them narcotics to knock them out for a brief time.
Mm-hmm.
Which I want to know what kind of shit he gives them that it's like a pill.
Yeah.
It'll take a good couple hours to kind of take effect, but they're out in no time. And
maybe it was roofies, or maybe it was Dr. Venkman's fucking
300 cc's of Thorazine or whatever.
Yeah, Thorazine. Yeah, Thorazine in pill form.
I mean, Rufalin more funny.
Yeah.
I got this pack of Rufalin on hand. Like, we pass it out among our militia group.
Yeah, that's because maybe he had different plans for his militia group. The nights are long and cold in Texas.
I think on their operation with their weaponry is they're running oddball drugs through Texas, and Rufalin's like the drug they're moving around.
There it is. That's the subplot that we've been missing. Benny the Rufalin
dealer. He's a drug trafficker.
Yep.
He's the nice guy, but also he's the muscle for the drug trafficking group moving Rufalin through Texas.
He's the mule.
My name is Benny. I'm the guy you almost... And he's so, ultra not pissed that he almost ran off and got smashed in a car accident with these people.
Yeah. And you know why? Because he doesn't want the authorities involved because he's got drugs in the fucking Jeep. That's... We've cracked the code.
He's not loading that gun up when he's trying to get the stuff out of his vehicle. He's trying to just ditch the stashes he had.
I got nothing. I ain't got nothing. You are freaking out, man.
It shows up. He's like, you ready to roll? Just 15 more seconds.
Yeah. Chucking shit into the swamp. Which is another thing that's kind of weird. I mean, I don't know in Texas. Yeah. I've never been to Texas, so I don't know, but it seems a little out of character. Seems a little odd.
That's one of the things they ding the movie for being funny is how there's just desert land in one scene, and the next scene it looks like they're in the jungle essentially. I imagine there's some spots in Texas that is like this a little bit, but I think it's going to be more around the top of Texas. I would think, but yeah, and the joke I think even with the director is that some of these scenes like here you can, because they shot this in California, not far from a theme park, and he jokes about in spots you can, if you're listening ultra close, which I've never heard of, but he says you can hear people like screaming going on the roller coasters close to
nice.
Shooting to it. I've never heard it, but
well, and also like I saw this movie. I was probably, I'm going to say I was like 13. I was relatively young, and I remember renting this and Prom Night at the same time and copying them to the same tape. And when you're that young, you don't pay attention to stuff like that, you just kind of go for the ride. Like you just let the movie.
You just go for it because you're not boggled with adult mentality.
Mm-hmm. And that's how I like to try to watch movies still. Just go have fun. Like
I try to, but I, at the same time, I do have a lot more fun watching movies that I used to watch that way and then looking at it with that critical eye and having fun with how that doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, like Commando or something. Just
yes. Oh my gosh, I will be in tears laughing watching Commando, but loving every minute of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the movie I will rip to shreds, but in the most loving way possible.
And then you got this fella
who
kicks.
Forgetting his name too.
He kicks major ass. So pretty. The glow.
It's weird because my dad used to hang out with a guy who looked and kind of sounded like him. Like he was a specialty in doing like concrete work for us. So anytime he was around, I always thought he totally like reminds me of him. Like definitely how he looks and how he talks. Like you remind me of the tech guy from TCM3. The glow.
What do you think these fucking flares are for, stupid?
So I like that thing is like he knows they're off the road and they're gonna come back, so he's gonna load out like 30 flares on the road and just sit there and be like, "It'll come up here any minute now."
Yep. Just wait.
Play with our food.
Rocket, brother. Yeah, how many times do you think he has put that gun together? So he
with a blindfold on and a timer next to him.
Yeah, hanging upside down or some shit like fucking Damon Wayans in fucking Major Pain.
With his feet on fire or something. Yeah. Standing on hot coals doing it.
Yep. You would think that the magazine would already be loaded. Or that he wouldn't keep his fucking ammo in a coffee can, but
he's got to keep up appearances. If he's pulled over, he's not a dude that's got fucking magazine packs in his car. He's like, oh, he's just got this couple rags and a can of coffee.
Yeah.
It's all about deceiving appearances when you're running shit through Texas.
Yeah, when you're
all over Texas.
Yeah, roofling all over Texas. That's the new tagline. You need to do a fucking take this poster.
Yep.
And change the tagline. Oh God, that's great.
Can't even tell if he even knocked knocked his Jeep upright or not.
No, he just fucked it up. I also like that. Here in just a second, that Leatherface has that little mini saw thing.
Yeah.
It's like he has all types of saw related weapons, like
Which they should with that. That should have been a theme going on. As he has the chainsaw, which is his main weapon, but he should just have a ton of saw-like weaponry that he just pulls out. Like he should have that fucking saw blade attachment that Jason has in Part 7.
Oh my God, yes.
Or he should have something that shoots saw blades out.
That'd be fucking ridiculous. Yeah, like, and he just has like a satchel of fucking circular blade saws, so you could just fucking wing them at people.
Chinese throwing star.
Yep. Like that little kid in Phantasm 3 with the frisbee with the fucking razor blades on it.
Yeah. That's the Benford 6100 power saw.
Ugh, right to the rib cage.
Yep. He's gonna sneak up on you with a. That never happens either. Like if you ever worked with a chainsaw, like if you're using it constantly and shutting it on and off, you can probably get one pull and that sucker's gonna start, and get you that effect. But for the most part, you're gonna have to pull on that string at least 2-3 times.
Yeah. I also like how, a lot of movies did this, but like the killer has a victim like directly in front of them, and then someone will distract the killer, and the killer is like, and then go after this one. When it would take like 7 seconds to chainsaw Ben.
In one motion, take the head off as he's turning to go to the other one.
Yeah, but he's like, I'll come back. Like, but then again, no one ever accused Leatherface of, being the smartest villain in horror.
F-O-O-D.
Yeah. No, try again. That is a hilarious scene also, by the way. And I talked about this way, way back, like 3 years ago when I did the review for this. It was like the first review I ever did, and there wasn't splatterfacts or anything, but the fact that he has the knee brace, the Stone Cold Steve Austin style knee brace.
Yeah.
It's just another thing added to his appearance that really, gives him something unique. Yeah. So in this, he has like a really cool mask. He has a custom chainsaw. He has a truck. He has the knee brace.
Then they fucked up and gave the knee brace to Matthew McConaughey's character in the next one.
Yeah, that's controlled by all types of remotes and things.
Which is funny in its own right. I love him like going through 5 remotes trying to find the one that'll work. Like, shit. Oh, this one. What? There we go. And this chick what'd she say? She's been out there 5-6 days now? Running around
Day before yesterday, I had to eat a fucking rat raw.
Ate some blueberry that tastes like someone threw them up already.
Sisters. Go together. She does awesome. And this is another one of those...
It took way too long for me to put that together, too, is that, that girl that gets her head bashed in the opening credits is the sister.
Mm-hmm.
They both got tattoos.
We were talking about Nightmare 5 yesterday, and how you said, the reason I don't like it is the body count isn't very high. And I started thinking about that, and especially when you compare it to this, the body count isn't very high in this film either. You're counting Leatherface's family, because they die. The bad guys die.
They have subtle tricks to make it seem more like you start with that body pit where they talk about there's 40 or 50 bodies in the body pit, so you can like, oh, that's rough.
Mm-hmm.
You got the 2 sisters that both get it on camera, and then you got the family that all gets it, and you get Benny who
is dead.
who gets it until that stinger at the ending where he comes back, LL Cool J style.
Yeah, it was just grazed me. The chainsaw just grazed my entire face.
Which, fuck that. It should be LL Cool J got fucking Benny, because Benny did it first.
Yeah, no shit. We're saying it wrong.
And this is the second time he's done that. This is the second time him playing a character has been like, he's dead. He's dead. He's going to die. And then he's like, nope, fuck that. I'm going to live.
Are you talking about Dawn of the Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he sits and he's going to... And there was a... I don't know if they filmed it, but I know it was scripted. The alternate ending for Dawn of the Dead where Benny does shoot him... Or not Benny. Peter shoots himself. And then Franny puts her head in the fucking propeller blades. And it was supposed to end like super dark.
That's a super bummer. I remember the first time I was like, man, this sucks. And then when he's like, fuck that, and he gets up and you get that ultra triumphant like touchdown Super Bowl music.
Yeah.
It totally changes the entire tone of that movie for that spot. And I'm like, yeah, kick his ass. Go get him.
Fucking drop kicking zombies and shit.
Yes.
I love the original Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, that was gosh, I remember that being on like a two VHS tapes back in the day for whatever reason. Like I don't know if it was that long or what, but
Man,
a 2-pack.
Man, maybe one of the tapes was like dare I say special features. The second tape, or maybe it was 2 cuts because there's like 4 cuts of that film. Yeah.
It might have been that now that I'm thinking of it.
My introduction to the original Dawn of the Dead is pretty rad. I had a buddy when I was, like 1995, somewhere around there. So I'm 10 or 11. I'm 11. And we were obsessed with the Night of the Living Dead remake. And so we were like all into zombies and we loved the original Resident Evil. Like I had just gotten Resident Evil. And so he went shopping with his dad and they went to a dollar store and he bought Dawn of the Dead. And he called me as soon as he got home. He's like, dude, I bought this movie. I got 10 minutes into it and I just hate it. If you give me $1, you can have it. And so I rode my bike to his house and gave him $1. And it became my all-time favorite zombie movie. I'm like, how can you not like this movie? But, some people don't dig that 70s color palette or whatever.
I got introduced and watched it with my dad, so I got that tie to it for me. But
yeah.
That's crazy, too, that he's able to find that tripwire in that random swamp area.
Hey, man, he's a professional.
Yeah, like, this ain't his first rodeo.
No.
And she got found because she was smoking the cigarette.
Yep.
Fucking surviving the game style. Like, you smell that? That idiot's smoking a cigarette.
Yeah. Yeah, and she gets fucked up. And there's deleted scenes.
Yeah.
I used to have it. Yeah, she gets cut in half or something, right? Like, lengthwise. She gets fucked up good.
Yeah, like, I want to say there's, a little bit more of that where they keep cutting back to where there's more blood getting on him and on her.
Yeah, more blood.
More blood! We don't
That's some West
blood. This is not the Friday the 13th movie. This is the Halloween movie.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Billy Buller.
I have
where he's going.
Yeah, no clue. But he's got the flashlight, so you just follow him.
Katana went, hey, I could smell the perfume.
Yeah, that's because if you're running around and these guys all smell like BO and barbecue, and then so they could pick out, lilac pretty easily in the swamp.
Oh, yeah, I guarantee he's got some kind of scent on if he's wearing colored underwear.
Yeah.
In 1990.
Look, Ma, camouflage underwear. California. No.
Just like you there, just like a random bear trap in a place. I just like how you would put your fucking bear traps in the game.
Yep, just randomly strewn about. I don't ever put them where you think they're gonna be.
That's just where that one is. It's like Why there?
Yeah.
And that look he gave her like he said, like, go run. He looked like, fucking, she really did it.
Yep. Yeah, she don't care about you. She was leaving you. And then this, too, also. Like, where did he chainsaw him if he's alive later?
I feel like he hit him, like, in the same spot that Terry Kaiser got it in Friday 7, like, in the... Right in the chest area somewhere, but not a great deal.
Not a great deal.
Not tremendous.
You know,
He's still kicking. He's still
yeah,
kicking.
Just a flesh wound from a fucking 4-foot chainsaw.
I'm sure it's possible.
Yeah, just barely touch it.
I'm just gonna graze you with it here.
Oh my god. Yep, too much. Sneeze on accident and go clear through them. Whoops. Got enough sow belly.
I love that look of like, fuck, she took off.
Yep.
Like, consider this a divorce.
Fun fact, I have a Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1 like plush doll still in the box. It's one of those things that you like push the center and it makes some noises.
Yeah.
You know? I have like a Jason and I have a Michael Myers. The Jason obviously does the Jason theme. The Michael Myers does the Myers theme. But when you push the center button on that Leatherface, it does the noise from this movie where Leatherface is approaching William Butler with the chainsaw. He's trapped in the fucking bear trap and he goes, ah, ah, and then like it's clearly the audio cue from this movie, but it's a Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1 toy. Kind of strange.
Yeah, well, you don't have a whole lot of options for noises, I guess, that he made in the movie.
Yeah. And then
that they give him in the Dead by Daylight game when he goes berserker mode with his chainsaw. He goes.
Then that little girl was played by Jennifer Banco, who some of you might recognize from Mr. Evil's favorite Friday the 13th.
Yeah. 2 cast members from that. Her and Billy Butler both in part 7.
Yep, she plays young Tina in the opener of Friday the 13th part 7.
Yeah, they're on Texas hands. You see it better later, but he has painted fingernails.
Yep.
So the weird twist element, like so not just Leatherface, I guess, dabbles in cross-dressing kind of thing, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's sort of and that's what's really good about this movie. TCM4 goes balls to the walls with having him fucking dressed like the pretty woman or whatever. But even in the first movie, you just get him wearing the woman's face.
Yeah.
And I believe maybe he puts lipstick on it, maybe.
Yeah. But he's still wearing a suit.
Yeah. And this is the bread and butter, the all-time favorite scene of the film.
Everything in it. How many? How many whiteout, Jay?
Hey, baby, I only got one thing to say to you, and that is I don't like the tone of your voice.
I remember even both my parents watching this for the first time were just laughing at him doing those lines. It's just so wild.
I say, what you got in there, Santa Claus? At least once a day. At least once a day. And people look at me like, I don't know what that is. Well, of course you don't. But getting groceries, bringing the bags in, unloading the bags. What do we got in here, Santa Claus? All the time. Every single time.
Never gets artwork.
Little Alfredo.
Yeah, Alfredo, stupid motherfucker, huh? Well, fuck you. Like the only female that's alive, alive in the series so far.
Ruckus, my nap is just a goner. That's one thing that's awesome about the Texas Chainsaw franchise is the evil family, like the family dynamic of like the dysfunctional family, Yeah. And it varies from film to film, whether it's
there's different family members each time, which I would like if they would have kept Like they could introduce new ones, but they got to keep old ones in that haven't been officially killed.
Right.
Because technically, the tech guy there, he does not die. He's still left on the ground in this movie.
Yeah, but I think it's safe to say that he bleeds out. Gets his ear blown off, 2 fingers blown off, and shot in the stomach.
Yeah,
He'll be in hell. He'll be in hell for breakfast.
I would think for most people, yeah, that would be the end. But I would not consider these people getting shot in the stomach as being the end of them. I mean, he has like a fucking like a blender mixer for a hand.
And that shot right there with the mom eating that whatever that is out of the jar. What do you think that is? You think that's brain? Just like fucking pickled brain?
It could be, because it definitely looks gross. It looks like a jar of chitlins or whatever.
Yeah, it's gross looking. One thing I wish that they would have brought head cheese into the rest of the film, since they talk about it in the first one. And I've always wanted to try head cheese because of that. Yeah. I think that should be a challenge for us. We should eat head cheese and watch the original Texas Chainsaw.
Dang. You do it in like the dead of summer too, so it's like we turn the AC off so it's hot as well.
Yes. We have to eat a bunch of gross shit. We got to eat like pig's feet, pickled pig's feet, and fucking things we've never eaten before. I've never had pickled pig's feet.
I have not either. I don't even know how the hell to eat those things.
I guess
which should be a certain like line when you're like, eat this, and you're like, I don't know how.
What? Yeah. Like what lobster. Do you
like? Lobster is delicious, but I mean, I look at it and you're like, eat it. And you're like, how am I supposed to eat this?
Yeah, you're supposed to crack it open with a mallet and then finger fuck it out and
yeah.
Pain in the ass.
I'm sorry, boy. God damn it, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he rules.
Me sure. Trying to always like tell what that is on his earring, too.
It's like some kind of it's a skull of something, like a cattle skull.
Yeah,
but it's like a shiny cattle skull.
Like a little bird skull dipped in silver.
Yeah, something like that.
It ain't just Twitch. Well, one of those peppercorns got stuck in her throat.
Yeah, hard shell peppercorns.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is one of the movies that actually does this whole thing right, too. Like, you see movies where people just shove, like, a handkerchief in someone's mouth, and then they don't just spit it out. And in this, they tape her the fuck up, man. Like, she's probably choking on that rag that they crammed down her throat.
Yeah.
It looks uncomfortable.
Yeah,
it looks like it's, yeah.
I don't like looking at it, because I can't do that. That would, no, I could not do that.
Nope, it looks like it sucks. And that's where a little bit of the...
Dude, that tape is not going to be fun to pull off her hair.
Nope. But that's where a little bit of the horror actually comes in with this movie is the stuff like this, the torture stuff.
Yeah, all this is like, this is not easy to sit through while she's watching her ex,
cling to life, yeah.
Yeah, he's getting ready to get Art the Clown split in half Terrifier style.
Terrifier style. Yeah, here we go. Clean it good.
Channeling more Alfredo in my personality than I know of, I guess, at the moment.
Your little fucking face takes and ram it up your butt. What I'm gonna
do. And there's
man.
Like there's this weird fucking dude singing to himself.
Yeah.
Getting the shit job of taking the leftovers out and throwing them into the swamp.
Yeah, which another thing, because he takes the head out.
Yeah.
Of the girl that was just smoking the cigarette. That's clearly supposed to be her head. But wouldn't they keep the head, boil the head for like the head cheese and stuff?
You would think, which makes me wonder if maybe he's not part of the family. Like maybe he's just but he's just bonkers enough. They're like they outsource to him.
Yeah.
Because he's not, he's never at the house. He's picking up, leftovers that Leather has taken out.
Oh, yeah, they're all strewn through the woods.
Yeah, and he has,
But
like, I don't know if he has a relationship with anyone else other than Tex and Leatherface.
right.
So
Down in Tupelo.
I could buy him just being an outsourced guy that's like, he's not part of the family, but he could totally be part of the family.
Right.
Is it soup yet?
It's one of my all-time favorite lines in any horror movie ever.
It'll be a very loud bang and awfully big hole. Do I know?
I'm very scared of guns, mister.
Please don't point that thing in my face.
Ah, man.
Yeah, looks good. That mask
Even
is
his
like mud too in spots.
Yeah, it's like all muddy and like just gross looking. There's a couple of people who make really good replicas of it, but they're like in the $600 range. And I mean, I love this movie, but I just couldn't do that.
Nuts, man.
Yep.
And those teeth look like they're one good punch away from all getting knocked out.
Yeah, no shit.
Look at those, like, man, if someone just hits him in the face, they're all gone.
This shot right here is the whole trailer. You don't need anything else. Like, although the trailer is rad.
And I wonder what happened to that. Like, where is that chainsaw today?
It's at R.A. Mahaloff's house, sitting on his mantle. Look at that fucker. God.
I like that Tex had a duck to get out
Yeah.
the swing of it. Like, whoa.
Massive
Never
chainsaw.
damn thing. Like it, don't you?
No fine. Another toy. Yeah, and that's like, you know how you were saying, you can see the fingernail polish on Tex. Like, from that point on, he has a very, like, feminine quality throughout the rest of this film. You know, he's got the apron on, but he's very...
Gets touchy if he's not called Tex.
Yeah. And then he kind of snaps out of it when it's time to go after Benny. But yeah, like, there's different layers to his character.
Wait, Mama, just wait.
Yeah. Other hand.
No, you're not using the blender hand.
Yeah. God damn it. That's some fucking Saw 2 shit.
Yeah. Just wants the tape out of it.
Yep.
The old Walkman.
So we could listen to the theme song, the Leatherface theme song by the German band or whatever the fuck their Der Kockenstein or whatever the fuck their name is.
I'd have to look that up to see if Leatherface had a score to it.
I got two songs from...
I'm sure it had a score is easy, but if it had a soundtrack, well, like band shit on it.
I've got two songs from this soundtrack. I've got the title track, Leatherface, and then I've got the song that plays when Tex is out there with the truck fighting.
And it's funny, since we both had the same DVD, that menu music at the beginning of it, that's Hardcore Holly's entrance theme from WWF.
Was it really?
Yeah, like that's Hardcore Holly's entrance music.
That's awesome. He liked Texas Chainsaw 3.
Cap sprung. Look at him too, that
just looks down at the barrel.
He's looking confused.
Do I know you?
I wouldn't. I know both we both would flip our shit at the chance to meet him, just to be like, oh my gosh, fuck everything else you've ever done. This is it right here.
Yeah, this is the absolute motherfucking truth. I do not like the tone of your voice. Big surprise.
Fuck you, mister.
Like, and it was a terrible spit too. Like, it had no form or aim to it whatsoever. It was just like, yeah. Like, at least fucking spit on him.
Yeah.
Hit him.
Like, maybe a third of that actually hit him.
Yeah. Then Benny should just shoot the water. Just to make sure, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta make sure.
Yeah, they wouldn't hear shit.
F-O-O-D.
What's he supposed to be putting in there? What's the correct answer?
Is it clown? Or face?
See, I don't know.
What is the correct answer? Those of you at home who know what the correct answer is, let us know in the comments.
I keep thinking like it should be like a speak and spell or something he's fucking with. Howdy.
Those things freak me out, man. Play with me. The fucking Dane Cook joke.
Alphabet soup.
Loop de loop.
And like, what other activities are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5-letter word where it looks like a snowman, like a sad snowman.
I think clown because it has a hat.
Why sad droopy clown? Why is he?
Yeah.
Does his frown turn upside down if you get it right?
Maybe clown. I'm sticking with my answer. I'll take clown for
good enough for me.
1,000, Alex.
I'll take clown on alphabet soup for don't cook me up for dinner.
Yeah.
Final columns on the.
Fucking Predator 2's work shed.
Oh, that'd be great. A fucking xenomorphs just strewn about back there.
No, try again.
Ooh. He just takes the chainsaw to the alphabet soup.
Yeah, like McCready in The Thing. Cheating, bitch.
It'd be great. It'd be better if he was playing fucking chess.
Yeah.
He's playing chess with McCready.
Fucking Leatherface is like a chess master. What's that movie? Searching for Bobby Fischer? Searching for Bubba Sawyer.
And go back to your thing. Tex is really wearing like that flowery pink apron on there while he's cooking.
Yeah. All kinds of, it's little, it's subtle.
Yeah.
But there's just things about this movie that people completely discount. And it's too much fun to not, like, revisit or visit on a regular basis.
Yeah, like him and both the guys there. I like the weird detail and just like their wardrobe. Like I don't know why, but I like the neckerchief around Tech's neck and the earring, and he's got the bloody regular apron on. He's got this weird, he's got these overalls with a shirt underneath that, and then like a thermal on underneath all that, and he's got something like a neckerchief around his neck too.
Yeah. Not to be adios for fucking Billy Butler here. Splonk.
Off screen.
Off screened.
A lot of off screen kill.
Yeah, well, I mean, it got cut back crazy. They cut it back.
It hit right in that sweet spot time where MPA had the biggest stick up their ass on, like, no, you're not seeing shit. This is all.
Yeah. And like I told you the story when I got my first job way back, and I would get on eBay and look up stuff, and I bought a VHS copy of the X-rated cut of this film. I spent like $30, and it was like a dub of a dub of a dub. That someone made a nice little sticker for and stuck it on there. And
Busta.
Yeah, so it had the full film with the stuff cut in, and then after the film, it had like 40 minutes of work print footage that was really rough. No audio, just the footage. And then after that, it had Genesis Aftermath, which was completely caught me off guard. Like, really gross thing that no one needs to see ever. Because I thought it was real for like a year. Yeah. And then this whole thing about her cutting her hoo-ha out.
Yeah, because that leads you to believe that the little girl is his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
From some endo that they happen to find rolling through town.
Yep. Cut my own out years ago. I did. Or years back, that's what she says.
Stick. Made her look pretty.
Yep.
I don't.
In case you didn't know where they're gonna hit her with the fucking sledgehammer.
Yeah. Good thing we had this lipstick to mark the spot.
Yep. And another thing about Leatherface in this movie, like when you go to the second one, he's really like he's kind of weak in the second one. He's very like he gets scared. Like every time Stretch yells at him, he gets scared. In this one, she's fucking screaming at him. And he's like, I don't care. Motherfucker!
Yeah, there go two fingers.
Yep. Mama!
And there went the ear.
Tink is his name, which is kind of
Tink.
Like Tinker?
Yeah, Tinker.
Tinker.
The Tinkerer. Ugh.
Yeah, man.
Is the rough part. Pulling them hand nails up. Ah.
Yeah.
Looks good.
And it elicits like a out of you, like
you wanna do this while you're watching and like just hold your own hand. You're like, nope, there's no holes there, it's good.
Yeah, like your hand will cramp.
Yeah.
Ahora escape, amigo. She tries to fucking stab Benny. Yeah!
He gets the treatment like Evil Dead 2 stabbed with a
yeah.
Out of Rory Strode's house.
Yeah.
And all these floodlights.
He's been waiting for me, and I've been waiting for him.
Boom. Run over. There's like the first instant you're like, man, did I kill him? Nah.
Yeah, is he? Is he? Isn't he? What is he? I don't know.
He's got ran over head on by a truck. Fine.
Yes.
It was like, oh yeah, now she's turned into the surviving sister from earlier.
Mm-hmm. She lost her shit.
Go get the meat.
Yeah. Be in hell for breakfast.
Yeah. They should have brought him. They should have just kept him going for the next one. Brought Tank back.
That would have been sweet. I'm not opposed to more sequels where we just, we keep doing these reboot rehashes where we forget about previous installments. Let's just do a direct sequel to TCM3, and we'll keep everybody. They bled a lot, but they're still alive.
Hey, as long as the head's still attached.
Yep. Vigo is all burnt up, but he's still alive. He looks like the fucking dude in Hannibal.
Members of the family keep picking on him and eating him.
Just peeling off pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like Pizza the Hut.
Yeah. You're delicious. If he gets locked in a house with one of them, they're just going to eat him.
Like liver and onions and pain.
Pain. I like liver and onions.
You're toast.
Fuck. And you can't help but look a little still like he's got that dust on his nose.
Yeah. That's not dust. That's the fucking, his drugs.
Yes.
El Scorpio.
Ready.
Yeah. El Benny is ready. It's like suntan.
People chicken. I'm delicious.
I love this fucking run, explode, fall. Like, it's a straight La Chapa fall.
And well, you see Tex run off, but they totally could bring him back there because you just see him run off screen. He could have found a fucking
watering hole
or something. Yeah,
yeah, they're in a swamp, Texas swamp.
He could just look like Darkman in the next movie. Pink elephant.
Yeah, you beat me to it. I was just gonna say pink elephant.
There's some Predator, Arnold Schwarzenegger Predator shit right there. If I can.
Really think this Boy Scout shit's gonna work, don't you?
She didn't see the tripwire.
Nope.
I bet that saw is heavy as fuck, too. I bet that's a good 15, 20 pounds.
No doubt.
With a full tank of gas in it.
Yeah, have to be.
And I'm thinking
liquids.
That's the swamp that has the corpses in it already, so I'm having fever shit going on right now with Kate Hodge.
Yeah. She gets out, but she's got a fucking flesh-eating disease.
Yeah, I see a head. There's a head right there floating by her.
Yep.
Yeah, she's going to survive the movie, but she's not going to survive the bacterial infections that she just got.
Yeah, no shit. Because then they say earlier you get gangrene just from touching those fucking half-decomposed bodies, and now she swam with them with open sores.
Yeah, she's got two big-ass holes in each hand.
Yeah, that's fine.
And she just jumped into a gangrene cocktail.
Jump in with big grins and bathing suits.
Yeah, and be faring any better. He's got fucking all kinds of cuts and stuff all over him, plus the one he gets on his head.
Yeah, now this is Kane right now, correct? Kane as Leatherface.
I don't know. Maybe.
I believe that Kane is playing Leatherface here.
No, I know he did for the teaser trailer where they do that.
Well,
a lot.
He did he was RA's stunt double.
And yeah.
So I would assume that I could have swore that I heard somewhere that these in the water is Kane.
I could believe it. I mean, it feels like it could easily be him.
Taking the bumps and...
Yeah.
I'd need to see just a little bit more mannerism, but they keep the camera relatively close, you know?
Yeah. Like, they had one shot there where I was like, yeah, that kind of felt like Kane's body language a little bit. Like, when he was starting to come out of the water and Benny punched him back in.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Benny's fine.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
He did turn his head and then move his body.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a cane grab right there, too.
Oh, man.
Nobody can jump out of the water and grab somebody like Kane does.
Splonk.
Yeah.
Splonk.
Here's your callback to the armadillo.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, little guy.
She beats the fuck out of him,
that's
man.
a good, 10 shots with a fucking big-ass rock.
Fucking boulder.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's going to be a tough cookie if he's taking that many bludgeon shots to the cranium. And, man, give Mick Foley a run for his money with those steel chair shots.
No shit. In the fucking I Quit match.
And now we're back to this. She's out of the swamp. She's back to the desert land.
Yeah.
Not a tree.
Which I would love I'd love the camera to just pan slightly to the right and you see just a marshland.
You paint the other side, there's a theme park. So
yeah.
Waterloo.
Ziggy Piggy, Ziggy Piggy.
A random tire out in the middle of nowhere there.
That's a perfect place to, just take a little breather.
Be great if she just sees Clark Griswold, too, just walking by with the fucking pants around his head trying to find a gas station.
The most ridiculous reveal ever.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have a full chunk out of his ear or anything. Just
It's not even bleeding anymore. It's just...
Yeah.
Ugh.
Which wouldn't it be sweet is if all of this, even after she shoots the redneck, and then it fades to black, but then she opens her eyes and she's still fucking nailed to that chair. It was all like a...
That if she comes to and she's still at the edge of the swamp there.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking there's Tink and Alfredo.
Yeah.
To take her back.
Wasting an awful lot of time just beating the fuck out of the door.
Yeah, he did. And that's his truck, too.
Yeah.
You gotta drive that thing back to town. To your gas station.
In reverse.
You got that smooth skin of yours. I've been with a California girl. And then that whole scene there, he's just fucking giving her razor burn on her face with his Don Johnson 3-day beard.
Yep.
And his facial hair changes sizes a lot throughout the movie. He shaved apparently at least a little bit between when he got knocked out and when he's here in the flatbed of the truck.
Smoked.
Flash of lights. Hey, what's up, Pam?
What's up?
You have any bits to throw in on our commentary for Leatherface, TCM3? What's your favorite scene, favorite character?
Is it soup yet?
Yeah,
everybody loves Alfredo.
It's been 90 minutes of loving Alfredo.
You think you're too for me?
I like that smooth skin of yours.
Well, hey, I'm taking off.
All right, you have a good time. Don't forget there's roadkill all over Texas.
And in Kansas City.
Yeah. We got deer all over here. Deer,
then
possums.
Just to let you know, there's going to be another one. Although, God, I wish they would have followed this one instead of going completely off the fucking rails.
Yeah, or him just roaming cluelessly through the woods because he's had 10 blows to the head with a big ass rock. So he's just clearly he's lost his teeth too.
Yeah,
They're definitely gone. Yeah, Kane Hodder, stunt coordinator.
yep.
They have to
Stunt
be
players.
out there in that gangrene cocktail. Ugh.
So the general consensus is that
They're dead.
yeah, Kate Hodge made it about 2 days, and the flesh-eating bacteria took her down. And same thing with Benny, because he got chainsawed.
They just took that shit back to the city, and they're gonna just cause a disease. The dawn of the dead.
They do.
Everyone.
Yeah,
That's
awesome.
That's how zombies start right there. Is swimming around full of holes in you while being surrounded by this lake of cocktail of gangreneness.
Ah, shit. Well, all right. So
That's
there you guys have it. That was the amazing Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3.
indeed it was chainsaw fabrication. So that wasn't a chainsaw. I refuse to believe that was not a real chainsaw.
Yeah. So I hope that we converted some of you. I hope because
if we convert one person, then this is a definite huge success because more people need to be into this movie, talking about this movie, making T-shirts and merchandise for this movie.
True. That is a true story. This movie is, I've said it a handful of times during this commentary. It's so overlooked and underappreciated. And if you're a fan of this channel and you like what we do and you gravitate towards the same type of films that we do, hopefully you now put this in your wheelhouse, and Texas Chainsaw 3 can be your thing, and you can show your friends.
Please do, because man, this is fun. I'd love to show this to a group of people who are into this kind of thing, and maybe have or have not seen it. I don't care. I would love to just have this on with a group of people on. It's fucking fun. And man, if somebody made a Alfredo T-shirt of anything, I will pay the price to have it.
Yeah, you never know. We may end up with some Alfredo merchandise.
I would,
because holy shit.
An Alfredo beanie would be absolutely that would be tits for me if I could get a beanie with a little fucking Alfredo Last Chance gas on it.
That'd be fucking rad. Sorry about yawning.
He's tired.
It's early morning.
Watching Leatherface takes it out of you because it's a fucking awesome fun roller coaster ride.
Yeah. So I suppose we should probably get going because after all, there's a lot of movies out there and somebody's got to watch them. So why not us, right?
Do I know you?